Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for November 3, 2023. And in the news this evening, Trenchtown shooting was reprisal for top gangsters' murder, says police. Investigators are theorizing that Thursday evening's fatal drive-by shooting in Trenchtown was a result of a conflict between rival gangs Bacchus and the Fatherless, which are based in the area. Senior Superintendent of Police Michael Phipps, head of the Kingston Western Division, said detectives of the Major Investigations Division believe the shooting, which left 2 people dead and 5 others, including a 10-year-old boy, hospitalized, was carried out by members of the Fatherless gang in reprisal for the murder of a high-ranking gang member. We believe that this was carried out by members of the Fatherless gang in reprisal for the murder of a top-tier Fatherless gang member who was shot and killed in Augustown this year, SSP Phipps stated.
We are at the preliminary stages of our investigations and can confirm that about 7:30 p.m. yesterday, a motor vehicle with gunmen drove into the 3rd Street area of Rima, where they opened gunfire at citizens who were along the roadway. This shooting resulted in some 7 persons, including a 10-year-old child, being shot and injured. They were rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital, where 2 of the 7 succumbed to their injuries, whilst the others were treated and admitted. We have theorized that this incident is a continuation of a gang conflict between rival gangs from the Bacchus and Fatherless gangs, which are based in Trenchtown area of Rima. And we believe that this was carried out by members of the Fatherless gang in reprisal for the murder of a top-tier Fatherless gang member who was shot and killed this year, August of this year. We are at this time trying to locate Pepe, Shamar, Jojo. These persons, we believe, can assist the MID in our investigations. In the meantime, I want to reassure the citizens of Rima that we will intensify our efforts and use all necessary means to locate these gangsters and all others who are involved in this conflict. We are at the same time appealing to persons who might have information to share with the police.
17-year-old girl charged for allegedly robbing taxi driver of vehicle. A 17-year-old girl had the charges brought against her after she was implicated in the robbery of a taxi valued at $1.4 million. The teenager was brought to the Kingston and the St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. However, due to her age, the matter was transferred to the family court. The allegations are that on August 4, the taxi driver who operates through the InDrive online application went to pick up 2 females in the Kingston corporate area. According to the driver, he was told that they had 2 bags that needed to be placed in the trunk of his vehicle. He said while doing this, a man came toward him with what appeared to be a gun. The driver added that the man allegedly pointed the weapon at him and said, "Don't move." They then reportedly sold the driver's 2016 Toyota Probox motor vehicle. The incident was reported to the police, resulting in the teenager being implicated in the theft. She was eventually charged with robbery with aggravation and a conspiracy to commit robbery with aggravation. During the proceedings, the teenager was accompanied by her older sister. St. Anne man killed in 2-vehicle crash. A man died as a result of injuries he sustained in a motor vehicle crash on the Runaway Bay Main Road in St. Anne on Friday morning. He has been identified as 26-year-old Michael Kitson of Mine District in the parish. Reports from the St. Anne's Bay Police are that about 7 a.m., Kitson was driving a motor car along the roadway when he reportedly overtook a line of traffic and collided into a truck. Kitson and his 3 passengers were taken to the hospital where he died and the others were admitted for treatment. In the meantime, one of Kitson's cousins, who identified herself as Tasha, described the accident as tragic. An emotional Tasha said she woke up to the bad news. "I can't manage. I have relatives that were rushed to the hospital because they fainted. His dad was unresponsive after he got the news," she told the news. 4 Nicaraguans are convicted under Dangerous Drug Act. 4 Nicaraguan fishermen were convicted of drug offences when they appeared in the Westmoreland Parish Court on Tuesday, October 31. This after 1,200 pounds of ganja was seized in Little Bay, Negril in the parish in September. Convicted with possession of ganja, which carries a $15,000 fine or 3-month prison term, dealing in ganja, which carries a $800,000 fine or 6-month prison term, trafficking ganja, which carries a penalty of 12-month prison term at hard labor, and attempting to export ganja and a conspiracy to export ganja are 31-year-old Kenroy Hibbert, 19-year-old Andy Garth, 34-year-old Owen Blackwood, and 31-year-old Derek Johnson, fishermen, all of Pearl Lagoon, Nicaragua. According to the Savannah Lamar Police, the Jamaica Defensive Force Coast Guard intercepted 2 fishing boats, which led to the seizure of the ganja. The men were charged on Tuesday, October 3, following a question and answer session in the presence of their attorney. The sentences will run concurrently if the fines are not paid. The men will be deported to Nicaragua upon completion of their sentences. 57-year-old man charged with breaches of the Firearms Act. A 57-year-old man has been slapped with multiple charges after a .38 revolver loaded with 2 live cartridges was found in his possession on Saturday, October 28. According to police reports, Alfonso Campbell of Bustamante Drive, Lioneltown, was charged with unauthorized possession of ammunition and the possession of a prohibited weapon following a search of water lane in Exeter in the parish. The Mapen police say about 12:45 p.m., a group of lawmen were conducting an operation when they signaled a motorcyclist to stop. He complied, but a bulge in his waist aroused the police's suspicion. A search was conducted and the firearm and ammunition found. Campbell was taken into custody and was subsequently charged. His court date is being finalized. St. Catherine man gets a life imprisonment for illegal gun possession. A St. Catherine man has been sentenced to life imprisonment after pleading guilty to illegal gun possession under Jamaica's new Firearms Act. 26-year-old Atlee Eric Murray of a Marchpen Road address was sentenced on October 26. He is to serve 15 years before being eligible to apply for parole. Additionally, he received a 9-year sentence for unauthorized possession of ammunition. The police say about 9:35 p.m. on December 24, police personnel were patrolling Marchpen Road, Spanish Town, when they spotted a group of men near an area called the Big Tree. They say Murray made a sudden attempt to flee the scene upon noticing the police. During their pursuit, officers observed Murray removing a firearm from his waistband. After apprehending him, the weapon was identified as a Taurus 9mm pistol. The police say a magazine containing 13 cartridges was also recovered. Murray was arrested and taken to the Spanish Town police station, where he was later charged and taken before the St. Catherine Parish Court. The matter was subsequently transferred to the Gun Court Division of the Supreme Court.